Hey y'all, I don't want to say complain, but I want to share some light on something that I think okay, let me just say this, right? So, I know a lot of people who use dating apps as their main way to meet people, okay? I know a lot of people who use dating apps. And I want to say something, okay? So there's this girl that I've been watching on YouTube for I want to say 4 or 5 years. She shares, occasionally she would share her dating journeys, her experiences with dating, the horrible experiences she's had with some of the guys. And she's older now, like much older, where she's realizing certain things are not exactly going the way that she feels. And she also expressed that sometimes she looks at God like, maybe I'm not meant to date for real. Maybe God doesn't have anybody out there for me. And I'm not gonna lie, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Because again, it's not my business. But it kind of rubbed me the wrong way because I know a decent amount of people who have this issue where they talk about how hard it is to meet people, yet they do not leave the house. The main way in which they meet people is through dating apps. Almost 10 times out of 10, most people have bad experiences, negative experiences. And then some people will proceed to blame God, or they will proceed to look at God like, did you not make me anybody? And this is my issue. If you continue to do something and it gives you negative results, every time, why do you continue to do it? If you continue to hop on these dating apps and you have horrible stories, horrible experiences where you are disappointed, where you are let down, where your feelings are hurt, why would you continue to get on the dating apps? Is God not showing you these are signs that you shouldn't be on the dating apps? This is more of a sign for you to get out. And understand this, because I've talked to some friends about their issues, and I can say it to many a times, but people do not be hearing me. I tell people, listen, if you want to meet somebody, you need to go to social events. Do not be thinking you can run errands and meet somebody, thinking that's a form of you leaving the house. It is, but you need to go to social events where you can connect with people, put yourself out there, literally put yourself out there, where the purpose is to talk, to socialize, to interact, to meet people. When I tell you, it really just it low-key do be making me kind of upset when people I care about and people I know, and even this girl, because again, I've been watching her for years, even though her stories are so good, even though they are horrible, the situations are horrible, I really just be sitting here like, girl, you keep putting yourself in these situations because you keep getting on these dating apps. If you keep hitting your head multiple times, why have you not learned? And I know, dating apps are an easy space. It's an easy place for you to meet people. However, a lot of those people on those dating apps are on there for a freaking reason. A lot of those guys are not decent people to be on there. And I'm not saying every single guy on a dating app is a bad guy, but I'm saying a majority of them, they got problems. If you keep going on these apps and having horrible experiences, is that not God telling you, hey, you need to go outside, touch grass. You need to go to social events. Get off the apps, babe. I'm not gonna lie, I understand it's frustrating for y'all, but it's frustrating for me to hear certain things. I really be sitting there in confusion. Sometimes somebody will tell me, they had this bad experience and then they're not gonna get on the apps no more. And they proceed to get back on the apps and then have more bad experiences. And I'm just like, I thought we talked about going to social events. What happened to going to social events? What happened to looking up local events on Eventbrite, or local events on Facebook, or local events on Google, and going to those said events? You think that going on these dating apps is a safer option? Babe, it's a lot of crazies on there. And again, I'm not saying that there isn't a chance you can meet somebody, but I'm saying you would have a better chance going to a social event. Multiple, not just one. And I'll even speaking from experience. I used to be a mad hermit, okay? Still am. A little bit. I didn't leave the house, but I did. When I would meet people, it would be online. I'm telling y'all, it's better to force yourself to get out, to find an event or something that's having a hobby you interested in, or, you know, something that could be fun where you could potentially meet people, start conversations. If anything, just to help you to become more social, break you out of yourself, help you to become more comfortable with talking to people. Again, I have experience where I would date people online. Now, I'm not saying all the experiences were bad, but it's better to meet or try to meet people in person. And I know it's scary. I know. I get it. But the low effort of getting on the dating apps is not it. It's really not it. It's not the move a lot of people think it is. It's really frustrating for me, specifically to watch somebody or to have friends tell me about their experiences or talk with me about how they want love, how they want a relationship, yet they are not doing anything about it. You think you're gonna meet somebody just sitting in the house, babe? And I be trying not to be mean to people, but it just really hurts me to see them hurt. Because I know how it feels, bro, when you want to be loved so bad. I know how it feels when, I'm not going to get emotional. Ooh, my period about to start. But I know how it feels, bro. I know how it feels when all you want to do is love somebody or to be loved. I know what that feels like. It's a different type of sadness. And I completely get it. I'm going to need you to do something that you naturally don't do. I'm going to need you to find a social event you really want to go to. And I'm going to need you to put yourself out there, to get the confidence, to get out the house, look cute, put yourself together. And I'm going to need you to do that multiple times this year, okay? So this is what I'm going to tell you. I don't think there's somebody out there for everybody. Just because people are selfish, just because people don't make the right decisions, people don't know how to communicate, there could be somebody for each person, but again, people make their own decisions. Just like people make their own decisions to get on these dating apps, to not be social, to not get out the house, to not put themselves together. We have choices. Okay, I really, really wish more people would evaluate things from the perspective of, okay, maybe it is me. Maybe it's the fact that I am not positioning myself in places where I can be sociable. I've had some friends, I've had some people, even the girl I was watching earlier today, she'll wonder, like, is it me? And I'm not gonna lie, I really be sitting here like, yes, it is you, because you keep using dating apps to find men. And then you proceed to blame God or ask God, like, why ain't I meet nobody? You don't socialize, babe. You don't get out. And it is hard because I'm an introvert too. But one thing that outweighed my introversion is me wanting to get a man. Okay, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm not going to say that I'm man-centered because I'm not. But I will say, if that is something that you want, you need to position yourself in places to meet men and not just running errands. You need to be sociable. You need to get out. Now, the focal point does not need to be to meet a man. However, it's just to enjoy yourself. Have a good time. When I started putting myself out there more and actually going to more social places, that's when, I'm not going to say every time, when I was, going to social events, I met somebody, but that was how I met people. That is how I potentially even made acquaintances or made friends, so it could be good not just to meet somebody you could date, but to also make local friends. I want everybody to have love. I really do. But I do feel like a lot of us do not reflect or evaluate. A lot of us will sit inside because, again, I used to be like this as well. I would sit inside and I would yearn for love because I wanted to love so bad. I wanted to have somebody to date, to be with, to grow up with, stuff like that. And again, if you did not get out the house, outside is a scary place, I will say. However, pray over it. And the other thing I want to say to you, it's okay to go to therapy to talk about this, because I feel like people just use therapy for like really, really like overwhelming trauma. Understandable. However, go to therapy to talk to them about, how do I date? How do I meet people? This is the way that I'm feeling. Where do you think I should go? Or even just for them to give you some encouragement of what do you think would be the best steps to take? Because so many of us don't be thinking stuff is an issue, and a little bit it do be. A little bit.